I conducted my field experience at Coastal Carolina University under Dr. Corey Lee, who teaches in the Instructional Technology Department. The purpose of my field experience was to refresh the instructional design and learning module elements for 2 graduate-level instructional technology classes, and they were EDIT 650, which is Teaching and Learning Online, as well as EDIT 660, which is Advanced Online Teaching. The 2 classes recently switched their platform from a Moodle cloud-based system to a private Moodle server. So based on student feedback from their most recent iterations, the different appearances between these 2 made some students apprehensive. The tutorial videos showed the different functions in Moodle Cloud, while students were to carry out those operations in a semi-different looking private Moodle server. And in addition to refreshing the 9 tutorial videos that I did, I also performed a needs analysis on both of the classes and then performed 2 series of updates from that data after talking with Dr. Lee. This particular project interested me because it was more of an instructional systems design internship, which is not a field that I'm entirely familiar with. And Dr. Lee is an expert in instructional systems design, so it was interesting to learn under him. I had never worked in the capacity as a consultant on an instructional design project before. I've always been my own instructional designer for all of my courses, and I have always made my own instructional design materials. So this was a different experience since Dr. Lee was the subject learning material expert and I was brought on to consult as an intern. And for each of the 2 classes, I started out performing a needs analysis. So I went through all of the discussion board sections where students would ask questions about the classes, and then I would inform my needs analysis from that. I spent a lot of time poring over each of the instructional units in each of the 2 modules and looking for ways in which the classes could be improved. After writing down all of the areas of improvement, I made all of the text and image and instructional directions-based changes that I could, and then I reviewed each of the existing tutorial videos that were in there and created outlines of what the most important concepts were relevant to each of the learning objectives and homework assignments for those modules. And I cut out a lot of topics from the videos that were not relevant and would just further confuse learners for my reshoots. So after my outline was complete for each video, I shot a new tutorial and sometimes reshot and reshot until I got it completely right. I just wanted all of the different videos to be succinct. So from my time as a student, one of the things that I found is that I tend to zone out when the videos have a lot of unnecessary filler in them. So I try to make mine as trim as possible while still paying time to the essential operations that students would need to know. Once each video was done, I uploaded it to YouTube and then I embedded it in either the class resource website page, the Moodle page, wherever it belonged, and I replaced the old tutorial. I managed this project by chunking it into distinct parts. Dr. Lee would define success as having videos completed for all of those different modules, so I went a little over and above on this internship project, I think. And the evaluation data is forthcoming, so these 2 classes are only available over the summer, so I won't know how much these courses are improved until the summer months when they're offered again. And I would say that the threshold for success would just be minimal questions about the project instructions for each module and then also the tutorial videos, less clarification and things like that. If I were to do this internship again, I would have paced myself a little bit better. I found myself getting frustrated with reshooting some topics, but if I would have spaced them out a little bit more, I would have had time for reflection and cooling down, I guess, between them because editing also takes a long time. And the instructional design process is a big circle, so if I were to continue on this internship, it would come after these courses are offered again this summer, and I would perform a new needs analysis and then inform that based on the student data. Overall, I had a hands-on opportunity to test myself as an instructional designer. It was a fulfilling internship because I know that these updates will be appreciated by students, and the real-life practice performing a needs analysis, 2 needs analyses, will stick with me through my future teaching.